What's up, YouTube? This, as you can see, is a debate. And it's the debate over which is the better Pokemon. Now, let's not throw these two perfectly, they're both good in their own right, but let's not throw them under the bus like, oh, Blissey can't take a dynamic punch from a Machamp. Blissey or Chansey is not going to stay into a dynamic punch to a Machamp. Come on, people. Let's analyze Chansey. Chansey is one of the best special defense walls in the entirety of OU. If it's not the best, it is up there. Like, right now, I can't think of any better special wall like off the top of my head, but there is also Blissey, but they're really the same thing. Don't get mad at me for saying that, but they're essentially, they're evolutions. Well, one's the evolution of the other one, and one is the pre-evolution, but they're essentially the same thing except for Eviolite. Eviolite is the only thing that makes Chansey even have a chance at like challenging Blissey. Without Eviolite, Chansey is, unfortunately guys, Chansey is useless. You would not give Chansey leftovers. You would not give Chansey that item. You would give it Eviolite every single time. If you don't give it Eviolite every single time, then that's a big problem, because you are really taking away so much of what Chansey is known for. Chansey is known for being a special wall and walling walls, like, walling walls. Walling weak physical attackers that people sometimes bring to OU, like lower tier attackers that lack the ability to have or learn knockoff. If you knock off Eviolite, Chansey is useless. I'm sorry guys, you may be incredibly mad at me for saying that, but Chansey is severely weakened if it is knocked off. I'm sorry guys. Unlike Gliscor's pre-evolution Gligar, it can still be knocked off, and even without Eviolite countering what it's supposed to counter. Yes, Chansey without Eviolite is really hindered from countering what it's supposed to counter. It is still a really good wall, but fact is, Chansey without an Eviolite, if it's knocked off, because I know you say, oh, why would you put Chansey if you're just gonna get knocked off? Why would you switch into that? Well, sometimes you just have no choice but to throw in Chansey to a knockoff. Sometimes you just have absolutely no choice. You just have to stay in. You don't want anyone else to take damage. You just have to stay in and take the knockoff to Chansey. I'm sorry guys, but look at this from my perspective. What I am saying this is because without Eviolite, its special defense is 309. Now guys, go to Blissey. Doesn't have Eviolite. If it's knocked off, it still has literally almost 100 more special defense than Chansey if Chansey is knocked off. If it has no Eviolite on it, if it's been knocked off during the progress of the battle. Now guys, that hinders its walling capabilities so much. Blissey is able to take a 4x Nasty Plot boosted Thunderbolt from a Thundurus T. Chansey, on the other hand, without Eviolite, that is 100% chance, over 100% actually, to kill Chansey, because of the fact that it has 100 less special defense. Blissey is better than Chansey, and this is why it's better. You don't have to say, oh, Blissey's better than Chansey because it's Blissey, man. Blissey was made to be better than Chansey. Guys, it is underused, and Chansey is OU, and technically that would be like, oh, Chansey is higher tier, so it's better. Guys, Blissey is better. And let me tell you why Blissey is better. Blissey is able to take hits. Blissey doesn't have a fear of being knocked off. She can take a knockoff. You wouldn't want it to take a knockoff because you lose leftovers, but it can take a knockoff. It wouldn't mind its leftovers getting knocked off, other than Chansey. Chansey would absolutely hate getting knocked off. Blissey is just, look at the stats, man. Blissey is an evolution of Chansey. They evolved Chansey to be Blissey so it can be better, not to be worse, you know? Blissey. This is a main argument people make about Blissey. Blissey has passive recovery. Blissey has leftovers. Chansey does not. Combined with this set I'm using, because this is a set I normally use for both of them. Look at it. Look at it. It's just, guys, Blissey is a better cleric. There's just no argument with that. For the sets I'm using right now, Blissey is a better cleric. Even the other sets was like soft boiled. Blissey is a better. No, I can't really say that, but Blissey's still equally as good. Chansey's is maybe a smudge bit better, as this like a soft boiled set for Chansey, and that's slightly better than Blissey. But guys, the stats don't lie. The leftovers don't lie. Passive recovery can save a match. Chansey with Evilite does not have passive recovery. Blissey is a better team option for you if you need an absolute special defense wall. Blissey is so good in Uber tier if you need a freaking special defense wall. Guys, Chansey is not made for Ubers. Blissey is one of the only UU Pokemon that can thrive in Ubers. I use Blissey on a couple of my teams that absolutely must have a special defense wall, because there's so much setups, there's so much high powered pack, 500 special attackers in Ubers. Chansey may be an OU, but Chansey is no Ubers. You will not see a Chansey in Ubers. There's so much raw base stats, raw power that can just overpower Chansey. Chansey just can't take choice spec attacks from Ubers better than Blissey can. Blissey can take a choice spec attack better than a Chansey can. Guys, please, maybe an OU, but it isn't Uber quality. It isn't Uber caliber. Blissey is UU, but it can be used in Uber. It can be used in higher tiers. You see Blissey a lot in OU. You see Blissey a lot in Ubers for those teams that need it. But really, this argument is only about preference. So some teams must need that bit of extra defensive bulk. Chansey is your man, but Chansey cannot take a physical attack from a strong physical attacker. Same with Blissey. They just can't take it. And you want to put your Pokemon in a position where it's in a disadvantage rather against another Pokemon, like a strong physical attacker, as I just said. So if your team needs a special defense wall and a bit defense on the side, it doesn't mind really. Well, it does, but I mean that's the kind of that's why I never use Chansey, because it's not made to be a defense wall. It's made to be a special defense wall. It's made to just be a staller, and it can be stall breaked very, very easily by even special attackers. If it's poison, you can't toxic. If it's Gengar, you can't seismic talk or toxic. Same with Blissey. But here's another argument I like to add. See that See that 35 special attack? See that 75 special attack? Blissey can wall Gengar effectively if you just remove seismic toss for flamethrower. Chansey has 35 special attack, 186, base 75, base 35. There's just so much more you can do with Blissey. You can make so much different sets. You can make a common Blissey. I've seen those a few times. They're not too bad. They're not too bad at all, but it's not really a set for it. You can use it as a cleric. It's the best cleric. I love Blissey as a cleric. It's not better than Umbreon or some of the other UU or OU clerics, but it's equally as good in like the special defense tier in its own right. And I mean, Blissey's speed is higher. Blissey's defense is higher. Not that it matters, because his defense is 10 and 5 on both. The attack, I just hate Chansey. It's pretty biased from my perspective, but I just hate Chansey. I'd use it on my teams before, but just with the debates, you just have to stop putting it in like circumstances, and you just have to stop like saying which one is better for a team that one of them is obviously more better for, because in the end, guys, it all falls on which team needs it more. Does it need a Chansey or does it need a Blissey more? When you decide to put a Blissey in your team, you have to look at Chansey first and see if the team synergy is better with Chansey than with Blissey. That's about it, guys. That was a really long rant. I didn't prepare any notes for that. I just felt like I needed to put it out there since I've seen in like a couple of chats. I have it closed now, but you can see the join chat there. I'm not gonna bother. But I've seen in a couple of like tutorial chats, it's like, oh, Chansey's better because of evil. Like Chansey's better because of this. Chansey's better because of that. Chansey's better because blah 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 blah. In the end, you guys, you know what I just said. Just falls under what your team needs. Overall, I think personally Blissey is better than Chansey. Overall. If you disagree, if you agree, put it in the comment section. I'll rebuttal you, or I'll congratulate you for agreeing with me, or just say, oh, in the end this is based on opinion, so you can't really argue on opinion or preference or whatever, or like for teams, whatever. But if you have a pretty strong counter argument for Chansey, like all the Chansey lovers, you have a pretty strong argument, put it in the comment section. I'll review it, I'll look over it, I'll maybe reply if it's not, oh Chansey, how can you pick Blissey? Thanks for watching my videos. I may do another one of this. It won't be a series, this will be one of like those randomly uploaded. If it's really liked, then I'll do more, because I really like comparing Pokemon. Like, oh, what's better for a team? Like Charizard X or Charizard Y, which really isn't comparison anyways, because Charizard Y is better. Or like, whatever. If you like this video, and if you like this kind of thing I'm doing in this video, smash that like button. If you want to go the extra mile, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to me, retaliate that subscribe button. And that's pretty much it, guys. Once again, thanks for watching my videos, and peace out.